once again for tuning in. Yes. And I really wanted to talk today to you guys about some personal things that have been happening in my life. And I'm so happy to actually share this information with you guys. I remember some time ago, maybe like last week, I put in Facebook that I'm like having the best fucking day of my life. And I was having some beautiful, amazing opportunities and things that have been coming up in my life. And that is because I took a whole month. So the whole month of August, I took it for self-development and for expanding my business. So I heard that, the month of August is really important and all that stuff. It's the number 8. 8 is the number of abundance. That is actually my life number as well. So I took it as a challenge for myself. I'm not gonna go out. I am just gonna concentrate and just work on myself, work on my spirituality, work on my business, and just kind of dedicate some time for myself. And it's been amazing. It's been such a great journey. It's been definitely a roller coaster, an emotional, mental roller coaster, and I'm definitely seeing the fruits of my labor. So I think that's pretty awesome, and which is also why I'm making this video. I've had some really important and incredible realizations. I really feel like I am a walking antenna. So it's like I am so guided. I am so like they're just telling me everything that I need to do and go, and it's just amazing how connected I am, and it's beyond synchronicity. It is just completely conscious. Every step, every moment that I have is completely conscious. So one of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys today, and actually the most important thing that I wanted to talk to you guys today was, or is, why is it so hard for regular people to manifest? This is coming from some real personal experiences, and not only from my clients' experiences, which I've seen firsthand, but some really personal stuff for myself too. The reason why regular people have such a really hard time manifesting consciously, because we manifest all day, every day, but we're kind of in autopilot. So the reason why this happens is because there are 3 things that need to take place. And those 3 things are healing emotionally, healing mentally, and healing physically. Okay? So you may say, okay, of course, healing emotionally and mentally, they're probably the same thing. They go hand in hand, but they're completely 2 different things. So this month I became my own rigorous client. Okay, I usually see clients once a week, once every other week, the same client that I'm working with. And this month I just took it upon myself to just really go deep and really try to understand and connect the dots within myself. Because what happens is that we all have these karmic patterns. A karmic pattern would be when you're making really good money, or you're starting to make money, period, and you're trying to save up for something, and then something breaks, and then you say to yourself, damn, like what I was saving, I have to use it now into whatever it is that broke. The car broke, the washing machine broke. I used to have this thing with cars. My car something would always happen to it, or we are in these crazy relationships where we're kind of dating the same person, just in a different bodysuit, basically. So this is a pattern. If you keep losing your keys, it's a pattern. If you keep losing your wallet, it's a pattern. And a lot of these things are linked to our childhood. And they're not only linked to our childhood, but they're linked to our adolescence as well. And yes, they're also false belief systems. What are false belief systems? They are I'm not good enough. That's the biggest, most horrible disease of humankind to carry. But, I'm not good enough for this. I am not worthy for that. I can't do that. I don't have the qualifications. They're not going to hire me because I don't have the experience. you know, I'm not pretty enough, I'm pretty but just not that pretty enough, or I feel this way when so-and-so is around. You know, those are limiting belief systems. Or when something is too expensive, or when something is too unreachable, you want it but you're like, oh no, I can't do that. So these are false belief systems that we carry, and it's incredible to me when I start working with a client and I start seeing the amount of false belief systems that they have. Or sometimes, which was kind of my case actually, what I noticed for me was that I had like 1 or 2 belief systems that were really, really hindering my abundance. And this takes me to my next topic, which is that these patterns block your abundance. These patterns block your happiness, block the flow of life. And one thing I want to make really, really, really clear to you guys is that you deserve everything you want. I don't care how many bad things you've done in your life. You deserve everything you want. Okay? Because what happens is that we do have these karmic patterns and things that we do have to kind of, these are lessons, these are not punishments. So these karmic patterns that keep presenting in our lives, they're trying to teach us something. They're trying to like get our attention, you know. And within my meditations, I've been teaching people how to go deeper in and understand where do these things come from, as in feeling wise, emotional. And you know, whether they feel like they're not good enough, which lies in their solar plexus, or they feel insecure, which lies in their root chakra. And so this has a lot to do with just understanding yourself and where these come from. Not so much about, oh, it's the root chakra that I have to heal, I have to wear red, I have to wear red. You're promoting healing with the color red, absolutely, but it's asking you to go back. You see, the root chakra is the first chakra that is formed when we're born. So what is it asking you? It's asking you to go back to those moments where you were little, where these things come from. It's like your chakra is giving you an idea where it's coming from. And so I was able to trace my own beliefs. I had this belief that I have to work hard for my money. And I can imagine the billions of people that believe that. Maybe the entire world believes that, right? I don't think the entire world, because then there wouldn't be that many rich people. But I definitely believe that there's a lot of people that feel that way. And so I was able to trace that to myself. And I was able to also trace how the divorce between my parents, how that affected me in my friendships, relationships, and everything else. And the crazy part about it is that I had absolutely no idea how that was affecting me. And I was told already that that was affecting me. And at the same time, I was like, okay, I can understand, but at the same time, I wasn't putting the thoughts together, because when I was little, I didn't really care about my parents divorcing. Yeah, it was sad, but I wasn't that sad about it in a way. And that is because children, which are the most amazing thing in this world, children are very resilient. Children are very strong-minded, and they're just naturally positive people. It's very rare to come across a kid that is always negative. And yes, they're out there, so believe me, I know they're out there. But what I'm saying is that as kids, for the most part, we're not conditioned to be bitter and cynical just yet. So it was very hard for me to connect that as somebody was telling me this. But when I was able to reach my subconscious, it was incredible, all the connections that I was able to make. And reaching your subconscious on your own, it's excruciatingly difficult. And so that's what I set myself to do in this month. And actually even before that, it's almost like I had the intention for a little while already. And in this month is when I actually just got really serious about it. And the world just kind of, the universe opened up for me for that. So It is very important for you to heal emotionally. That is a huge abundance block. And abundance block doesn't only mean money. And yes, it has a lot to do with money. It's amazing. But it's abundance in love. It's abundance in friendships. It's abundance in confidence. It's just like, it's about opening your world, opening yourself to the world, or the world opening itself to you, vice versa, right? So that was really, really important. But after I healed and I healed those little moments that were still lingering within me, and I'm sure we're like an onion, guys. I'm sure there's other things that I have to heal later on in life, but this is what came up right now. And so as I healed that emotionally, I also had to learn that I had to train my mind to now think more in the present moment. And that's when I started practicing being present, because what happens is that, you know, we have ashes that linger after we heal emotionally, right? These are the habits of our mind, just going back there into a bad thought, into an insecure thought. So it's really, really important for you to train your mind. And for the most part, it takes effort. And not only does it take effort, but it takes help from other people. And it could be myself, a life coach, a therapist, hypnotherapist, Reiki circles, meditation circles, whatever you feel like it's good for you. You know, my point is that we heal with support. And that's really important. That's something that I really wanted to stress. A lot of us want to do it alone. And it's very difficult, because everything in this world is based on connection, okay? And then the last thing that I really, really want to talk about, and that was really important, and that is very important, is healing physically, healing on a physical level. And healing on a physical level, it has a lot to do with healing your body, absolutely. It's creating that deeper connection with your body and acknowledging and loving your body for whatever it looks like. But it's actually even deeper than that. It's not only your body, it's your surroundings, okay? It's the clutter that you may live in. And so for me, when I look back and I was like, okay, you know, what's in my life that has clutter? For the people that know me, I don't have clutter. You come to my place and I don't have clutter. I fucking hate clutter. I know what that means. It's very disturbing to my eyes to see clutter, and I feel a lot when I see clutter. I don't feel good things. But then I started going deeper within, and I started asking myself, okay, what areas in my apartment, what areas in my life do I need to declutter? And the first thing that came up was honestly my phone, my emails, my phone. Sorting out my computer. You know, I really try not to have it so cluttered, but I know for a fact that my emails in my phone were very cluttered. And also little parts of my house that I wasn't paying attention to, a lot of paperwork that I wasn't really paying attention to, that you just leave it for later. So I really, really, really wanted to stress that when we are trying to take control of our lives, especially manifest on a conscious level, you have to heal 3 ways: emotionally, physically, and mentally, guys, okay? And once you start to practice these things, you're going to see a huge change in your life. So I hope you can take this as just a little enlightenment, sorry, just a little enlightenment. So you can kind of take a look around you, within you, outside of you, and try to understand that manifesting is really, 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 really fucking possible. You don't need to be like this crazy, you know, super connected person. I was able to manifest some amazing things this month. And I took a stand in 10 days that I was going to manifest a chunk of money, and it happened in 5 days. And it's the most amazing thing, because I really, really, really took a stance with myself to really sort this stuff out. And the results have been fucking amazing. Okay, guys? I love you so much. I hope you can really just keep this in your heart and let it simmer, okay? Catch you guys next time. Mwah. Blessings. Bye.